I think I heard the news about the same time you did.
Really? Yes, I just heard it, and I absolutely blown away. I don't know what to make of it.
I think about Melissa when she was our student and how helpful she was, and a lovely, lovely girl. She was charming.
Helpful,
She could do no wrong.
beautiful.
And everybody has their lapses, and they do whatever, take some drugs, but oh my.
Where did this come from? I have no idea. Burping the alphabet? I have no idea. Yeah, it's just...
Now what's going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel it's beyond comprehension.
We here at the Command for Alphabet Burping Control Detection and Elimination are committed to wiping this scourge from every corner of our great country. The American people will not tolerate this, and the ABCDE is here to serve our fellow Americans to the best of our ability. Melissa Ward? Oh yeah. She's been on our top 10 list for years. She was a burper of interest when she was back in college. As she became more active, we started tightening the noose, closing in on her, But then she went underground, deep underground, and became ever more dangerous. You remember a few years ago when we had to declare BeltCon 3? That was her. Yep. She was behind it all. We had credible evidence of multiple alphabet burping being planned around the country. Scary stuff. We've come close to nabbing her. We've raided at least a dozen of her belchings, but she always slips away. So now we keep a quick belch squelch squad ready to roll at a moment's notice. We'll get her.
If Melissa's watching, is there something you'd like to say to her?
Yeah, you bet.
And what might that be?
Right, you better watch out, Melissa, because the ABCDE always gets their man. I mean woman. Our burper? Or our burp? Our burpette? Can we take it again?
Some of us would just follow around all the country, but it was just so tough to actually see the burping. Sometimes it was just because it was so crowded, but other times the ABCDE would raid just as it was getting started. There was this one time, I remember it really well. I got to hear her pee. Oh, and then there was this other time, I got to see the back half of the show. Her S, it's incredible. She has a remarkable S. Sorry.
So we began our search to find Melissa Ward, and for the first time ever, to film her burping the alphabet. Knowing she was deep in hiding, we sent our crew on a global hunt with only one mission: find Melissa Ward.
Yes, sir. Can we help you? I'm looking for
Melissa Ward.
Anybody here recognize that name?
What business you got with her?
I'm afraid that's a private matter.
Well, then I'm afraid we can't help you.
Hello, anybody home? Hello?
May I help you?
Would you like some cornflakes? They're heavenly.
No, thank you. I've already eaten. I'm looking for Lyack House. I'm trying to contact
Melissa Ward.
I love Melissa. I really, really love her.
She's an angel. She has wonderful hair. Soft and silky, like a lovely Angora rabbit.
Right. Where do I find her?
In a lovely, lovely house. I love her.
And how do I get to the lovely, lovely house?
Up the lovely, lovely hill. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Mr. Wilson. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Wilson. We were just telling these fellows a little story about an outlaw passed through this way a while back.
Her name was Melissa Ward.
Yeah, that's it.
Then we learned of a secret a report that would lead us to Melissa's next burping, a report that we would get our hands on at any cost.
Where is he? Beaks? Are you there, Beaks? Over here. It's far enough. Did you get the report? See the money. Okay, toss it over. Thank you, Beaks. Wonderful news. Wonderful!
The report led us to the notorious Bucksnort Saloon, a place where Melissa must have felt she was safe from the watchful eyes of the ABCDE's Quick Reaction Belch Squelch Squad, known for great food, CL beer, and the so ominously cryptic Et Aiment. The crowd began pouring in long before dark, but we were to wait until just before showtime to sneak our hidden camera into the Bucksnort and to finally film Melissa Ward burping the alphabet.
It was tragic. I mean, the whole county knew about it too. The whole state did. I mean, even in grade school, UNC and Duke were sending out scouts to check out his grade school games. The kid was a phenomenon. He could rewrite basketball records at every level of the game. And then he turned white. Oh, so tragic. I mean, his parents did everything they could, but you know, they hadn't seen anything like it before. I mean, even Michael Jackson was still black back then. They tried everything. Lotions, creams, Sharpies. Nothing worked. He just stayed white. White. So what then, huh? I mean, no future, no prospects. Not even NC State would come knocking on his door after this. Tragic.
Devastated, Hewitt left school for a life on the sea. At first a fisherman, he began to show a keen interest in yachts, and soon he was a yacht captain, a profession in which he exhibited only limited capability. And then, one fateful day, they met.
Two lost souls like that in this big world? There are a lot of people in the world. And so many places. What are the odds they would even meet? Five to one. Eight to one. There's so many people. 6 to 1. Yeah, 6 to 1.
And now that they are together, what does their future hold? Only time will tell.
Action.
Go.
Yep.
As their business empire continued to grow, they established their global headquarters in Antigua, using their super yacht to commute to their various production and sales facilities. They also spent an increasing amount of time running the Hewitt and Melissa Harnett Foundation, a charitable trust supporting needy schools, hospitals, and pilots without planes, providing badly needed books, medicine, and airplanes to those who desperately need them. Well, I mean, not really big planes, but, you know, little cabin-sized runabouts and the like. Years later, President Sarah Palin pardons Melissa for her life of alphabet burping on the basis that, under similar circumstances, it's really nothing more than any Joe Sixpack would do. Sadly, Hewitt remains white and never plays basketball again. Eventually, they... Whoa.
And with that, our time has run out on today's episode. But join us next week when we explore the dark and dangerous world of Shih Tzu racing.
It's ruined my life. I lost my wife, my kids, my money, everything. I know I'm sick, but there is just something about those proud, powerful little beasts just charging around and around and around the track. It's dangerous too. Just last month, a jockey fell off and was just trampled to death by a horde of raging Shih Tzus. The coroner ruled it death by misadventure, but we all know it was death by Shih Tzu. No, that's it. I am done. I'm finished. I'm not even going to look at it anymore. Holy Shih Tzu! 3-1 odds. 3-1. Just give me a minute. Just 1 minute.
There was a boy, just a little boy named Hewitt. Oh, Hewitt, he liked to play basketball, and he was the only one of his kind on the team. Oh, Hewitt, looking so white. Oh, Hewitt, it didn't feel right. Oh, Hewitt, you can be a b-ball star someday. No way. Hewitt, oh, he liked the beach. Oh, Hewitt, he liked swimming in the sea. Oh, Hewitt, even bought a boat named Hewitt, he felt lost at sea. Oh, Hewitt, felt like it was only me. Oh, Hewitt was wondering who's out there for me. Oh, Hewitt, he found a girl. She was perfect all around the world. Hewitt, she had talents he could see. Oh, Hewitt, he found Melissa that day. Oh, Hewitt, she could burp A through Z. Oh, Hewitt, that was his new favorite thing. He found a woman for him, took her out on frivolous to sail the sea. Just thought it could